Now, I know I'm normally your positivity guy. I'm normally the YouTuber that goes into the QAnon stuff, that goes into the world news stuff, goes into everything that's happening and puts your mind at ease. I get you guys relaxed after you've gotten all worked up about something. And while today is not necessarily going to be negative, I'm not necessarily going to stray from that completely. I do feel like it's time that we at least explore the possibilities of what if. What if we can't get a few more people to wake up? What if some of us out here, some of the people watching this video that want to go and help people, want to wake people up, but they just can't quite step out of their comfort zone enough to grab somebody they love and shake the heck out of them and get their attention and make them see that what they're thinking is actually happening. What if? I'm going to load my backpack on you guys a little bit today. This weekend, a lot went through my mind, and I kind of want to just freestyle this on you guys, and I'm excited to get your thoughts. Make sure you leave lots of comments. Guys, I'm Jared. This is RedRacer Video, former car vlogger. Now I'm an independent citizen journalist thanks to you guys. There are 3 links down below the video. Either click the down arrow or show more or more. And there you will find 3 places: Patreon, PayPal, Venmo, where you can monetarily support this channel. If you see value as you watch this, please help me if you can. If you don't see value, don't. If you can't help, don't. But before you go, smash the like button, leave a comment, make sure you subscribe. Those things also very, very helpful. Thank you to everyone who has helped monetarily. There are lots of you. A month ago, I would have lost my mind over my dog breaking his foot the other day. We went today, $500 doctor bill over a splint on one of his feet. But thanks to you guys, I was able to handle that. Still not ideal, but you guys absolutely paid my doctor's bill for my dog. So thank you. Let's dive into it. So here's what I'm seeing, guys. I want to talk to you guys about something. And again, in the comments down below, I want to get your thoughts as this video goes on. Tell me what's sticking out to you guys. Tell me what I'm missing. But here are some things that I've observed. Watch Dan Bongino today. Link in the description for Dan Bongino. If you guys don't watch him, his show is great. Hour-long video. I don't always get to watch them. I sometimes go a week without getting to watch them because they are long and I can't always find the time. But I did watch today's video, and he hit on some stuff that it's already been really, really heavy on my mind. I'm sure it's been heavy on a lot of your minds because I get message from you guys. I get phone calls. I get emails from people that are caught up in this and really they're feeling dismay. You know, they're feeling defeated. Watching Dan Bongino's video was a very good illustration. And I know that on this channel, guys, for what it's worth, I don't do a good job of like running videos through my channel or through my videos as they go. I'm doing that to keep these things concise, only show like 1, maybe 2 commercials on my videos. But Dan Bongino was able to really drive a point home by doing that. And I'm going to do as good a job as I can by explaining these things. At RedRacer Video, link in the description down here, on Instagram and on Parler. If you haven't seen these things, a lot of times you guys are like, hey, I can't find this. Where is it at? Go follow me on Instagram. If you're not on there, go check it out. Go follow me on Parler. It's a lot of times on there. At Educating Liberals, another good page to follow where a lot of this stuff shows up. But to the people that say, I can't find this stuff, where is it? I'm not being mean, but if I found it, if I'm talking about it on this channel, I didn't make it up. It happened. You got to try harder. And if you're not finding it, that's a good sign that you need better sources. And if I'm not giving you that, again, I apologize. But sidetrack Jared. Here we go. Dan Bongino shows, not shows a video, but gives us an audio call that I hadn't yet heard. A lot of you guys have seen the video I'm going to talk about here in a minute, so stay for that because I want to get everybody's opinions on that. It seems like that's kind of been a mixed bag, but I don't remember which city it's in. There's a lady alone in her car with her baby. I don't know how old her baby is, but her baby's young, a little child. She calls it a child or baby. Protesters are on the streets. They've got her car surrounded. A woman and a child. Not a truck driver. Not a guy that's got a flippin' Confederate flag on his Chevy truck. A lady and her child are in their car. They're surrounded by protesters that are starting to do stuff. Push her car, scream at her, kick her car, throw things at her car. She calls 911. Dan Bongino, again, link in the description. I will put a link to this actual video, not just his channel. This time I'll put a link to the video because I think it'd be worth you guys hearing. This woman calls 911 and she says, this is what's happening. And the 911 responder literally says, we can't help you. We recommend you call City Hall and file a complaint. She continues to say, are you kidding me? I'm in my car with my baby. I'm surrounded. I can't leave. They're going to hurt us. I'm afraid. Help me. I understand we can't help you. The police have been instructed not to do anything. I recommend you call the City Hall and file a report, ma'am. 911. A woman with a baby in her car. At first, she's mad. And as I listen to it myself, I'm like, man, maybe she's not actually, maybe she's being a Karen or whatever, right? Well, then you start hearing stuff. You can hear thumps. You can hear the voices getting louder. This woman is clearly afraid for her life at this point. And she's crying out to the lady for help. At the end of what Dan Bongino is letting us hear, the 911 responder actually says, are they on your car? Because she said, they're on my car. They're standing on my car. Or sitting on my car. And at that point, the lady starts to kind of like, oh man, maybe we have to do something. I don't know what happened after that, in fairness. A woman and a child was not helped. And they let Antifa and Black Lives Matter protesters, who knows what happened in that situation to this person. That could have been you. That could have been my children and their mother. It could have been me and my children. It could have been any of us, guys. These things are happening now. I'm not saying we should all freak out. I'm not saying like it's all, this is not a doom and gloom thing. Like I say in the beginning, I am your positivity guy. And I'm going to stay your positivity guy. This is real. This is scary. I don't post all the videos on Instagram and I don't talk about the stuff on here a lot that is dark. And I'm not going to get crazy dark, so nobody needs to tune out. But some stuff you guys need to hear. For what it's worth, I've got my first live studio audience here today. Kids, say hello.
Hi.
My kids demanded that they be in here watching me today. This is like take 5 because I get nervous because they're here. I'm just telling you guys that they're in here because I want to illustrate something to you. Don't let your kids run away. This is not something, in my opinion, we can run away from anymore. I've seen videos of little kids that look just like my kids getting stomped in parks by groups of kids that don't know any better, that think that they're making a point. I've heard videos now of people who could just as well have been my kids in a car surrounded by people who meant them harm. While 911, the only people that we can call, the people we've always relied on to call in that situation, told that person, there's nothing I can do. If you don't die, call and file a complaint. This is not okay, guys. It's time to stand up. It's time to start barking. It's time for the people who want to stay quiet because it's easier to take the road a little less traveled. I had somebody in my comments on Instagram today that was like, hey, my job's going to make me start wearing a mask. I don't have a choice. My response to that person might have been a little bit harsh, but I said, man, that's a tough decision to make. Everybody's going to have to stand up at some point. Everybody's got to decide when. This person wrote back and said, are you saying that I should quit my job? I understand the situation that this person is in. I get it. For what it's worth, because I didn't agree with the way things were going, I made it very clear to my employer what I thought, and they fired me. So here I sit in front of a camera, out on the biggest plank I've ever been on in my life, having left a job where I made good money. It was a good opportunity, and I stood up for what I believed in, and I lost my job over it. One more shameless plug. 3 links down below. Patreon, PayPal, Venmo. If you want to help this channel keep going and want to keep me from filing for unemployment. Thank you to everybody that has. I'm very lucky. I stepped out on that limb, guys. I did. I stood up for what I believe in. It opened a door to something else. So yeah, to that guy, I am kind of telling you to stand up for what you believe in. Do you want to have a job and be safe and be a slave and not have police? Or do you want to risk it all right now? I'm not telling people go quit their jobs. Make no mistake about what I'm saying right now, but I am telling people, if you don't do anything, and if you remain quiet, and if you let these things just continue to happen and happen and happen, at some point you won't be able to say much anymore, and I'm going to not have too much compassion for the people in those places. And not to be a jerk about all this, but all the places that are having these issues are all democratic. Democratically run, democratically governed, democratic mayors. There's no coincidences, guys. We've talked about it in all my videos. These places that are absolute war zones right now, democratically run cities where the governors and mayors have just decided to let that happen. Just like they let all those old people in those nursing homes die. That was genocide, guys. That was genocide. Just like hiding all the cures from us has been genocide. My mom died of COPD. I'm pretty confident there is something they could have done to her, put in her arm, that little light beam thing. I haven't done all the research quite yet, but they showed how they can put it in lungs and it'll kill stuff. I kind of think my mom should be alive right now. And the evil people out there kept cures like that from people like my mom. There is no limit to the things that they won't do to us, guys. None. I'm at 12 minutes. I'm going to try to finish this. Give me 1.5 more minutes of your time. There's a video floating around that I think a lot of you guys have seen by now. I think Virginia, I might be wrong. I'm guessing. I didn't pay attention to the state. Owner of a home, beautiful home. Private gate. These people force their way in to a private gate, into their neighborhood, onto their property, and they start coming to the house. The people are out there standing there with their guns. Just in like plain clothes. The dude's in a pink flipping polo shirt and white slacks, and his wife's standing there with her pea shooter. The dude's got an AR. But these people have to be terrified. They don't have armor on. They don't have anything on. All it takes one of these people to just shoot at them. How are they going to know where it comes from? Guys, they're backing us against the wall. Our backs are against the wall. Gun ownership and applications for gun registrations and stuff are up. I can't remember the numbers, but it's exponential. People are arming themselves. When there is no more line of defense, and again, Dan Bongino, link in the description, talked about this in his video today, and I loved it. At some point, people are going to start fighting. It's not going to just be what they see on TV anymore. It's not just going to be of everybody bickering on Facebook about politics anymore. It's literally coming to our front doors, yours and mine. Nobody's going to take it seriously until it's their kids that have a bunch of people surrounding them in a car, and 911 won't help them. Nobody's going to pay attention to this until they're on your front doorstep. Guys, we got to get a few more people to wake up. It is our responsibility. I'm not telling you guys to run into your jobs tomorrow and quit them. Please don't make mistake, or don't mistake, relapse. Don't mistake what I was saying there. Some of us, though, do need to. I'll let you decide who you are. Some of us, I think, are influential enough and that will mean something enough. I didn't know I was going to end up being this guy on YouTube over all this. I didn't. When I left my job, when they fired me over me making it very clear I did not agree, and long story, but I had no idea I'd be here. You never know what's out there for you. All I know is, like a lot of people have said, I'm going to mess up the quote. I'm going to Joe Biden the quote, but something to the fact that I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. And I hope that there's a lot of you out there that are with me. I really do. One more time, guys, link in the description if you like what you saw here today and can monetarily support the channel. 3 links in the description: Patreon, PayPal, Venmo. Thank you to everybody who has done that. I've got a lot of messages to send out tonight thanking people for donations over the weekend. I normally am like within minutes trying to do that, but this weekend I was with the kids. It was dad weekend and I was kind of doing my thing there. But thank you, everybody. I love you all. Thank you for the support. So many of you mean the world to me. You guys know who you are. I will see you guys tomorrow. 30 for 30 is live. We almost made it. Tomorrow's the last day of the month and I did it. Video every day. Thank you guys for helping me through it. Jared, RedRacer video. Where are we going? Where we go one, we go all. I love you guys.